What is going on, lunatics? Let's talk Luna Classic. It's been a few days. There's some information coming out. We're starting to see life returning, and that's going to be a big deal. We're going to need to see it on a consistent basis, and we're going to need to see it every single day. But it seems to be happening. We're getting positive money flows. Things are starting to move in what looks like it might be the start of a good direction. We don't know yet. We're going to find out over the next little while. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
It's your boy Bleeves.
Okay, so we are, again, this is a problem. We have to address this as a problem. We are under the 200 AMA right now. You can see right here that this trend has fallen out, and we've used that as resistance each and every time. Now we're using this 50 SMA as resistance over here. Now, normally we don't have to talk about the SMAs because they tend to be kind of irrelevant in the overall scheme. It doesn't always kind of play out, but it's playing out perfectly right now. So we need to recognize that that's what's going on. It's going to take a pump. And by the way, if you see the 50 and the 200 crossover with the 50 overlapping, then that's when you get pumps. That's when we start to see positive movement. And it's when we start to see it cross back over, as you can see over here. That's when we get downward momentum. So you can see here, we got a crossover here. Now we still got a pump, but then we started to see this massive decline in momentum. Then we got over here, we got a little bit of a pump going, and now we're crossing back over. So you can expect to see some negative sentiment. Now, what the dev team does, what information comes out, really kind of predicates whether or not that matters or not. Now, before we're going to put a pin in that, we're going to talk about money flow. Money flow seems to be coming in. People seem to be pretty positive right now, and MACD is showing a positive flow on price action too. But when we zoom in, we're not really seeing that. We're just seeing a bit of resistance over here on this line. So we're going to watch this as the day goes on, but we need to see a breakout, and we need to see getting back into this channel. I keep telling you guys that we've got to get back into that channel. And I mean, that's what it's going to take for the breakout. That's, if we want to break out, then that's what we're going to need. Now, over here on USTC, you can see that there's been a spike in the last little hour here on price action. And to be fair, like this, again, you got this crossover here. This crossover happened over here. Then it kind of just moved, and then all of a sudden we got that massive spike, right? Well, it's starting to converge back again, which could mean that we're looking at lower pressure over here. MACD is showing money flow in the red over here, and we flipped over to bearish momentum as well. You can see that from the little flip over here, the orange line right here. This is your signal line. The blue line is whether you're going in the positive or the negative. So we flipped over. So that would tend to mean that we're going into the negative. Now, that being said, this is a prime opportunity for what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing. We're going to move over to station here. Now we've got some governance going on, but over here, I had 492,000 Luna Classic. I moved it all over to USTC. Then I did a flip and turned it into 870,000 Luna Classic. Now I'm going to hold on to the 870,000 Luna Classic. I'm going to move it back over to USTC when I see these two kind of get back together, and when I see a little bit of a pump from Luna Classic and I see a favorable USTC price, I'm going to pop back in. I'm going to do a quick flip and accumulate some more Luna Classic. Just play the game, you know what I mean? So I'm keeping that in mind. But governance here. Looks like option one is the wallet exemption for on-chain tax. This is a Binance request. Binance is involved. So looks like we're going to vote yes on that one. Just came out. Option feature two, separate burn wallet exempt from signage, which we're going to do the same thing over here. Again, a Binance request. So it looks like that one's going to pass. It's been all positive so far. Now, USTC to $1 after allocating 50 to 1 all wallets holding USTC. You can see a bunch of no right there. That is not going to pass. You don't get to take my USTC and just decide that you're going to cut 50. You're going to do a 50 to 1 swap. Like you don't get to do that, right? That's not how this is done. There has to be a different way. Go figure it out. So that's not going to happen. But we did get a pass on the lower validator maximum voting power to 10%. Ends in 22 hours. You can see over here how the vote is playing out. You've got no as the You've got no, it's not going to pass. And it looks like the validators probably stepped in and tried to control their own better interests. Now, we'll see how it plays out over a couple days, but I don't think it's a big deal. And then over here, we've got the optional feature here, burn tax split to community pool, which I do think that's a pretty good idea here. Use some of the burn tax to go into the community pool because that helps to pay for things that we need, servers, whatever it could be. We'll see how this plays out. So we're talking about, this is the third and final option feature. We are seeking consensus upon the next release. Previously, the community utilized the scenerage. So what they're looking to do is the initialization of this parameter will be 10% community pool, 90% burn as noted in governance proposal. So there you have it. Now let's look over price action. 91 million for the day, down significantly, but the market cap is continuing to stay over $1 billion. And by the way, if you're looking on Twitter and you're seeing somebody saying that they think that USTC is going to like 20 or 30 cents, you got to look here. That's going to be 6x from where it is right now. 6x. Are we going to go to $1.4 billion in Terra in USTC? No, we're not. That's obscene, and it's nonsense. It's not something that's going to happen. We've been able to burn like 2 billion of the 9.7 billion tokens so far in USTC. There's absolutely no way. That's just ridiculous. It's ludicrous. Don't start relying on that. Look, 6 cents, 7 cents, maybe even 9 cents when you 3x this to about 800 million market cap. Maybe, just maybe, you can get to that level. But guys, don't fall for crazy stuff, right? Just don't fall for crazy stuff. Let's stick with what can happen. And let's focus on how. And listen, if we were to get 20 cents, then of course that would be great. But it's mathematically no. That's not going to happen. Volume down 56% on 46 million, and there we are. So thank you so much for tuning in. I don't mean to talk your ear off, but we do need to explain some of these price actions, what's going on, how it's happening, what I'm doing. And it's not financial advice. My name's Believes. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified. Become a member of the channel if you want to, because that certainly helps me. And with that being said, we'll see you again soon.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world.